This is one of my favorite times of the year. It's mid-July here in the Pacific Northwest. We're finally getting some sunshine. I just picked these berries from our backyard this morning, and I love to eat them. I love blueberries the most. I don't know about you guys, but that's my favorite berry. That one was a little tart. Isn't it interesting how fruit can taste so different? You know, like I'm looking at all these berries, and some of them are going to be really sweet. Some of them are going to kind of leave a little tart taste in your mouth, maybe a little bitterness. And it got me thinking, you know, in the Bible and the New Testament in particular, it talks a lot about the fruit of our lives. And I'm thinking especially of Matthew chapter 7, where Jesus says about the false prophets that you can identify them by their fruit. That is, by the way they act. And then a little bit later on, he says, yes, just as you can identify a tree by its fruit, so you can identify people by their actions. And I just wonder, you know, what kind of taste are we leaving in people's mouths right now with our actions? You know, if our words and our actions are considered or compared to fruit, like this blueberry I'm about to eat, better, what kind of taste are we leaving in people's mouths? You know, when we go out to the grocery store, when we're talking to friends, when we're going on walks through the neighborhood, when we're on social media, even when we go to church, when we walk away from those encounters with people, do they have a sweet taste in their mouth because of us, or more of a bitter or sour taste? And I just think for us today as Christians, what an opportunity we have to be the kind of people who have the fruit of the Spirit in us and flowing out of us in every encounter that we have. And so I just want to encourage you today to think about each day before you leave your house. Think about that fruit of the Spirit, knowing that that's the kind of fruit that's going to leave a really good taste in people's mouths. And even better, it's going to point them to Jesus. So let me just remind you what that fruit of the Spirit is. This is from Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. But the Holy Spirit produces this kind of fruit in our lives: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. My hope and prayer for us today is that we would be a people whose fruit, whose words, whose actions leave a sweet taste in people's mouths and point them to Jesus in these days that we're living in.